Hey guys, welcome to another video, and my apologies for being a day late with this one. This weekend, I guess I needed my rest. I felt so tired this entire weekend. So yeah, no one has seen me since Friday. Yep. So my bad. Hopefully the lighting isn't too bad here. This is kind of like the dark side of my room. And it is not cold today, but I'm wearing my sweatshirt because I'm cold. But it is like it's 1 degree out there, not even -1, just 1. But for some reason, I am so cold right now that I had to put my sweatshirt on, which I don't know. I got the cats here. They're sleeping. Well, one of them anyway. So here, I'll show you. It's been a bit since you guys seen the cats. So there's Mystic. She's looking all cute. Yeah, it's her nap time. It's 2 p.m. This is the nap time. Yeah, she's all tuckered out. She's usually pretty busy in the mornings. Yeah, you can go back to sleep, baby. She always knows when I'm recording. Okay, so let's go find Isis. I know exactly where she is. Hey, sweetie, you taking a little sun bath? Yeah, sunbathing? Okay, you have a good one. Yeah, go back sunbathe. Just checking up. Okay, I knew she'd be there. Ugh. Sunlight, ugh. You would think I just woke up or something, but I've been up for fucking 8 hours, something like that. But we are gonna make a coffee. So yeah, we'll just brew up that coffee, and I really not totally sure what I wanted to do for this video, but I thought I would share one thing that I'll talk about when we're sitting. So this is gonna be a bit of everything video. We're making some coffee. You saw the cats. Yeah. I'm pondering whether I want to clean the house today or tomorrow. And yeah, guess I could turn on the light. My new creamer, because I used the rest of my last one earlier today. It's hazelnut. It always is. Yeah. Unless I can find the Italian cream one, but funny fact that is just in the States, I guess. I've seen some of the tiny bottles of creamer that have the Italian cream, but yeah, definitely don't come in these big ones. We're gonna go to the living room. I wonder, am I gonna need to put a light on? You guys can see me good enough. So, what's up? It is a little dark. Fine. Hey Google, turn on lights. Hey guys, we're back. I had to change the angle. There was some stuff that was showing in the background, and they're Amazon boxes. They're my roommates, and I don't know if his name is on the labels that I can actually see. And I know people online, I know they will investigate and magnify. like, like I've been on the internet for a long ass time, guys. I know how people are. So yeah, we changed the camera angle, and yeah, it's not as exciting, but yeah. So I have to redo everything from the time I made my coffee. It has been 1 year since I quit vaping. So yeah, it was my 1 year just a few days ago. And yeah, so I thought we'd talk about that. Um, backstory for those that are maybe new to the channel. I think I've mentioned it on one of my videos, but the thing is, I mention things, but they aren't like the topic of the video. So it's not like there's a video out there, how long I smoked. No, it's just probably in some goal video or something, right? Yeah. Yeah, I tend to talk about random things, and then yeah, it's not the title of the video, right? Um but um but quick little backstory. Started smoking really early. Yeah, I was a kid. I was 13. I wasn't like addicted right away, but I think a couple of years of like, you know, hiding smoking from my dad, and eventually we just got addicted. My dad, he was smart. He knew the whole time. Like, when you're a smoker, you smell of smoke. So yeah. And yeah, so I started when I was 13. If you hear all these noises, it's all these fucking air fresheners. Like, jeez. My roommate likes having those automatic air fresheners. They drive me up the wall, honestly, but he likes them, so. But I had to ask him to get rid of one a couple of years ago, because like I'm a person that's allergic to perfume, and all of them going off, and like I'd come downstairs and I'd like struggle to breathe because all I could smell is, because it smells like cologne to me, right? Like, yeah, that's exactly what it smells like. So yeah, I had to get him to remove one. He used to have four down here. Now it's three, but yeah, it's like, ugh. Yeah. But but yeah, anyway, so yeah, started smoking at 13. I finally quit smoking when I was 35. I was working at or was it 35? Yeah, around there. 35, 36. And at that time I was working at a camp job. So I would go in 21 days straight to work at this camp job, and then I'd come home for 7 days. And it was kind of nice cuz like, every time I came home, it was like a 1 week vacation. So it was nice. The bad part is the 21 days. But when I worked there, I had met this guy, and he vaped, right? And so I inquired. This was 10 years ago, right? So vaping wasn't as popular as it is now. It was still pretty new. There were like a couple of vape shops, but no one really knew what vape was totally at that point. And yeah, so he introduced me. He he gave me a couple of little starter kits, some juice to go with it. And after a while, I just, I managed to quit smoking, and I was just vaping. I passed on the favor by introducing my roommate to it, so he quit as well. He quit smoking, and he's vaping, and yeah, and it got to the point where, you know, um, where we stopped actually buying juice and started making it. And he was really interested in, like, different coils and stuff. So he started like making coils and, fiddling around with the vapes, and yeah. And yeah. And last year, earlier in the year last year, I realized that I was just vaping to vape, Like, I think I was done with vape probably a year before I actually stopped vaping. As weird as that sounds. I'll explain it. So, a lot of the time I would forget my vape downstairs by the coffee maker. And so I'd grab a coffee. I'd always bring my vape down with me, make my coffee, and then leave the vape down here, bring my coffee upstairs, and half the day would go by and I'd be like, oh, where's my vape? And so much of that eventually led to me thinking, you know what, we could probably quit. If I'm always forgetting it, then we could probably just fucking quit. So, 1 month last year, I was on stream. I was, over on the gaming channel. I was streaming probably WoW. Yeah, honestly. And I told my stream, I'm like, I'm not doing any more juice. This juice, which I had enough for like 2 weeks. It was a pretty big bottle. And I just said, yeah, I'm not getting more juice. I'm not gonna get more coils for my vape. Like, I'm done after this bottle's done. And yeah, and that was the quit. As far as how has it gone, it went really well, honestly. The quitting itself was easier than when I quit smoking. And I've had like no withdrawals or anything. Like I said, I think I was done, right? I'd been, when I first started vaping, I was on like 18 milligrams of nicotine, and I'd been dropping down year after year. And yeah, by the time like last year, when I had decided I was quitting, I was down to like 3 milligrams of nicotine. Like you know it's easier when you're like weaning yourself down on the nicotine, right? So yeah, it's been perfectly fine. I haven't missed it, and I don't crave it. And yeah, there's like one or two times where I'd be drinking and I'd be like, oh yeah. But yeah, I yeah, I don't miss it. I'm all good. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. And as far as the roommate, for anyone that, cuz he appears in some videos, maybe you guys are curious. And no, he didn't quit with me. He still vapes. So, which is honestly even kind of better. I think that's how I really know that I'm good, is because I'm in a house with a vapor, right? And yeah, still don't crave it. So yeah, I think we're good. But yeah, so last year was like the year of getting healthy, I guess. I had increased my exercise routine. So in 2023, I was doing 2 to 3 days a week of exercise. So then in 2024, last year, I had increased it to 6 days a week. So that was going better because I've had to add exercise. Like you should anyway, you should exercise, but I went pretty much my whole life with natural exercise. You know, I worked at warehouses and and really when I decided to become a streamer slash YouTuber, that's when it kind of like things got a little worse, I guess, because I'd always been a huge gamer, but I just game and then do whatever else, right? But as a YouTuber and a streamer, I've got my game life, then I've got, let's just say our streaming is our gaming, right? Because if I wasn't a streamer, I would still be there gaming as long as I stream for every day, right? The only difference is with streaming, I just go live and you guys see it, right? That's the only difference. I still would be in that chair as long as I am with the streaming. The difference is the editing. The editing, I force myself to be in the chair longer, right? So it took me a few years to realize that, you know, I was starting to gain weight from not moving around as much because I'm constantly needing to be sitting, whether it be streaming or working or editing, you know. So yeah, and the one thing to know is as a streamer and a YouTuber, that's not where it ends. You also have to be marketing yourself and promoting, and you know, there's so much more to it. People probably don't think about the behind the scenes type thing, but yeah, you're doing more than streaming and editing. Yeah. If you're making it a career, you know, I get that there's people out there that stream for fun. That's for fun. That's a whole different story. When you're not taking it seriously, you're only streaming or you're only YouTubing. But, you know, if you're trying to make something out of it, you're having to do things in the background. Like I have a couple of sponsors on my gaming channel that we wouldn't have if I hadn't gone through the efforts to get them, right? And you know, videos wouldn't exist without the editing, and there's just a lot to it, right? So it keeps me in the chair, and yeah, so yeah, you know, we got a little off track with that topic. Yeah, I ended up talking about content. But point is that last year we started working out more because my biggest thing is, the thing with me is I don't eat a lot. So my weight gain comes from my sitting. Yeah. Like literally, if I was like moving consistently through the day, I'd still be skinny like I was 10 years ago when I first started, you know. Well, 9 years ago, I guess I've been doing YouTube. But yeah, it's, you know, word to the wise. Catches up with you when you're older. And I got away with it for a very long time. I was, you know, from the time that I stopped doing physically demanding jobs to the time I noticed the weight gain, that would have been 4 years. So I was able to kind of sit in a chair nonstop for serious hours per day for 4 years straight. And I think that's pretty fucking good. That's pretty good. That is no movement for like 4 years, basically. Yeah. And And, it's been longer, but that is when we noticed that, that the weight gain was starting to come on. And yeah, as the saying goes, if you don't move, you die. No. Well, it is true, but we're not dead, so yeah. Point is, it's unhealthy to not move around. So if you're like that, I highly suggest just like, me, I don't think I need to do the massive amount of exercise that I do. I just do the massive amount because I'm not doing the one big thing I should be doing, and that's walking, right? But yeah, if I was walking like an hour a day, I don't think we'd need the rest of the stuff that I'm currently doing. But I find it easier to do a workout routine every day than to force myself to walk an hour every day. Yeah. So, I'm going to try to get back to it when the snow's off the ground. But in winter, it's really tough because I struggle to motivate myself to walk inside the house. I can do it for like 10 minutes and then I get bored, and the bike that's just beside me, it don't help me because like I don't mind biking, but after 20 minutes, I'm bored, like, yeah, I just can't do the long bike rides and the long walks inside the house like I could do outside. I used to bike like probably a few hours a week easily. And I used to walk all the time. Yeah. And it's easier to do when you're outside. I think it's the scenery. For me anyway, I think it's that I need to see different things while I'm doing it, And yeah, so we'll get back to it. We'll get back to it. But yeah, point is that between the exercising and the quitting vaping and the getting my dental work done, yeah, it's been a last year was kind of like the help my mental health. A lot of people think that like my mental health is like fucked because I'm always inside and stuff. And it really isn't. Like, I chose that. I like indoor life, you know. I like tending to the house and doing my gaming, doing my YouTube, and like yeah, I'm an indoors person, like I really don't do the outdoors very, like, yeah, I just, in my early 20s, I'd go out with friends and stuff, but like, I don't really like to go out, you know? So that helps me stay inside, I guess, gaming helps me do that. And now YouTube definitely keeps me inside, now it's like, it started as me just liking being inside, but now it's not even my choice anymore because I gotta edit videos, I gotta record, I do use this channel to try to do some outdoor videos, of course, but for the most part, you know, like my gaming channel and my cooking channel, those are indoor videos all the time. Most of these videos are indoor. Just every so often I try to get myself outside, and yeah, um but yeah, I've last year was some improvement, and I've been pretty happy with that. We got a ways to go, but I will say the dental got done really well. Do I have pearly whites? No, but I also don't give a fuck either, like, as I'm sure you guys know. So I think that's it. I am getting hungry. I'm gonna go get some food. But I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna try to post this today, but you know, I gotta eat, and then stream is gonna be soon. This might get posted on Tuesday. Don't worry, it isn't this week's video, so it's just a couple of days late, but there will be another video on Sunday. I just didn't want to like completely skip on you guys. But yeah. God damn it. It's like you can't do any videos. Like, it's a good thing most of my videos are done upstairs, right? We'd be battling these air fresheners all the fucking time. But yeah. I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, we'll catch you in the next one. See, there's another air freshener going off. This is what I mean. This is what I mean about those damn air fresheners. But anyway, you know, yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.